Wild Alaska. The sizable portions of the Earth's surface covered by Alaska and the neighboring parts of Canada and the Soviet Union, shaded area above, is shown in detail in the map at right, which highlights of the features of Alaska discussed in this book. The numbered boxes enclose 4 main tracts of federally protected land. More detailed maps of these areas appear with the chapters in which they are described. Box 1, Glacier Bay National Monument, page 43. Box 2, Katmai National Monument, page 81. Box 3, Mount McKinley National Park, page 111. And Box 4, Arctic National Wildlife Range, page 143. Points of special interest are indicated by small black squares. Mountains are marked by triangles. Cities and towns by solid black dots. Alaska's many rivers are indicated by fine black lines. Roads by double lines. The state's principal railroad by a black line with crossbars. The whole of Alaska is drawn in shaded relief, which shows the extent of mountain chains. This is Wild Alaska. A hulking mule moose with antlers 4 feet wide stands in a clump of his favorite browse, willow and dwarf birch. Except for bison, moose are the largest herbivores in North America. Seeming ungainly, they can trot at 35 miles an hour and make an agile, deadly use of their sharp front hooves. This is a moose. Pioneer 19th century Alaskan explorers T.J. Richardson and Frank LaRoche, standing, looked down from 1,800 feet on Muir Glacier. This is T.J. Richardson, and this is Frank LaRoche. Moving seaward past peaks more than a mile high, Rainbow Glacier becomes a gigantic ice wall on its way to a fjord in southeast Alaska. This is Rainbow Glacier. A hint of the rugged grandeur of Glacier Bay National Monument, which is described in this chapter, appears in the intricate pattern of peaks and glaciers shown on this map. The monument lies in the upper panhandle of section of southeastern Alaska, blue area in inset map. Glacier Bay itself, with its many islands and narrow inlets, snakes its way among the peaks and gray-blue ice fields. Federally protected lands are outlined in red, and black square marks at the site of the cabin occupied by the great 19th century naturalist John Muir. This is Glacier Bay National Monument. Johns Hopkins Inlet, flanked by lofty mountains of the Fairweather Range, glimmers eerily in the weak winter afternoon. The head of the inlet background is choked by the Johns Hopkins Glacier. The peak behind the glacier, its top hidden by clouds, is 10,000 feet high. That's a big glacier here. Watching intently for its fish dinner to swim by, a bald eagle hitches a ride on an iceberg calved by one of many glaciers in Glacier Bay National Monument. Found in large numbers in the area, this noble-looking bird does not grow its familiar brown and white plumage until the age of 7. This is a bald eagle, as you can see here. An oyster catcher, its red clothespin beak at the ready, casts a vigilant yellow eye at its world. Common on rocky beaches from Alaska to Baja California, this bird is misnamed so far for its northernmost haunts are concerned. Since oysters do not live in cold Alaskan waters, the bird feeds on crustaceans and mussels. This is an oyster catcher. Land-stripped vegetation by a glacier is resettled by plants in a fixed natural order. The sturdy pioneers creating and conditioning the soil for their more complex followers. 5 stages of the succession at Glacier Bay National Monument are shown here in paired pictures. One of the plant in close-up and the other one of its setting. The first species to appear in large numbers is Dryas, far left, a rugged plant that can take root in sandy or rocky barrens that soon spreads out in a low, dense mat top. Meanwhile, bushy alders begin to crowd out in Dryas, a process that takes about 35 years. Then cottonwoods